Palantir stock has been gaining momentum once again, and it feels so good. It's like an old friend coming back to visit. I've been covering Palantir Technologies for a very long time. You can see here, 2 years ago, I created this video explaining Foundry, Gotham, Apollo, and their artificial intelligence platform. And since then, Palantir has been hard at work. There have been people that have been doubting them from the start. There have been people that were trying to knock them, say that it's a garbage stock, all these bigger companies are going to take over. But one thing is for certain in the artificial intelligence space, data is king, and the time they put behind it is something that is a competitive advantage. Now that the other companies see that their commercial sector products are really taking off, they're going to go ahead and build out similar platforms and compete with Palantir. But I believe that Palantir is going to be able to hold their own because they've been doing this and they have the experience, they have the data, and they have really advanced technology when it comes to AI. Palantir's earnings that were released just recently, it showed that they rose 17% in revenue from the previous year. This means that it's the fourth consecutive quarter of profitability. This is huge because it also may mean that they might be in the S&P 500 soon. That would be amazing for the stock price. That might be the biggest catalyst yet for them, and it's very likely to be in the cards in the coming months, actually. That's honestly what I'm super hoping for. But even the anticipation of it is going to get investors to go ahead and invest in Palantir. Their catalysts that might be coming up is more adoption. The world is a mess. Their AI platforms that governments use can be useful now more than ever before. Also, analysts are probably going to start raising their price predictions because they priced Palantir so low and they completely underestimated what Palantir can do. And it's so great to see Palantir thriving right now. It's a momentum stock. It's being talked about a lot. And in this video, I want to show you my position. I've been investing in Palantir for quite a long time now, and I took a big bet recently for call options on Palantir. I'll show you all of that. I'll show you my reasoning behind it and why I think I'm just going to roll the dice here. I'm up a bit, but instead of just selling out, I think I'm just going to roll the dice. And also, I got to say, if you're pretty new to this channel, I've just been covering AI and other technology tutorials, but there's a reason that there's poker chips on my table. This channel for a very long time was a stocks and crypto channel where I covered a lot of different stocks, a lot of money that I was making in crypto, and I was sharing my journey, and it was so fun. But then I decided to go ahead and focus more on the web development side of my company, and I kind of had that take a backseat. And honestly, I love that decision because I'm not plugged in and watching technical analysis and following charts. I'm just slowly dollar cost averaging into companies that I believe in, like Palantir. And at the same time, I am kind of gambling a little bit by putting some money in call options or put options. Sometimes I make like $4,000 bets, but just going out for like 4 or 5 months, and then I don't have to gamble anymore. I have a horse in the race. I can follow the stock, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's not time consuming at all. So with that being said, let's dive in, and I'll show you my exact position and also my call option that I think I will ride to the very end unless Palantir really explodes here, and I will either be celebrating this in a future video or I'll be crying about it. So without further ado, here's the position. So Palantir stock, I've been dollar cost averaging into for a very long time. I've seen it when it was in the green. I've seen it when it was in the red. I'm going to remain loyal to this because I think that the story is only unfolding. I do think that some of the big players like Microsoft, Google, and others will have similar platforms that compete with Palantir, but Palantir is so ahead of the game because of the data it holds. In AI, data is king, and they are far ahead of the game. They already have a lot of clients in the government space, in the private sector space, in the public sector space. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this tale will unfold over the coming months and years. So as far as the long position, I'm up just about $682, just 5%. I will continue to dollar cost average into here from time to time. But this video is about this Palantir call option. I bought this actually a few months back, and at one point this was up well over $2,000, but right now I'm sitting on an 80% gain, and the total value is a little over $3,500, and initially I spent about $2,000 on it. So this is going to be really interesting. It is a $17 call option expiring on December 15th, 2023. So I have a little bit over a month to hopefully see the stock price rise above 20. I would love to take it out when it's around $23, $24 per share, and the price paid you can see was just $1.33 per option contract, and currently it is selling at $2.50. So I am hoping that this goes above $4, $5, and I could really make a killing on here. Normally I would go ahead and maybe sell 5 options contracts right now, let the rest ride, but for some reason I am going with my gut feeling. I'm going to stick this out. I feel that by December, Palantir is actually going to be well over $20, and I'm going to have a nice profit here. If you take a look here, Palantir Technologies currently is trading at $18.80. We've seen a really healthy rise over the past 6 months. It's been up 142%. Over the past year, you're looking at 160% gain. But if you take a look at the 5-year picture, you'll see that around the pandemic times, it went all the way up to, I believe, even over $40 at one point. This graph is a little bit rounded off, but even here you could see it was hovering around $35 January 29th, 2021. So it is still well off of its highs. I mean, I don't expect it to go all the way here, especially by December. There was definitely euphoria here. But now that Palantir is stringing together profitable quarters, it's going to be very interesting to see how this story unfolds. So let me know in the comment section, do you think I'm silly for holding on to this Palantir call option? Should I go ahead and close it out and just lock in profits? Because if it's good enough to make a video, it's probably good enough to go ahead and pull out the profits, lock in profits. No one ever went broke doing that, but I'm rolling the dice on this one. I'm feeling a hot hand. I'm going to hang on to it. I appreciate you guys for watching this video in its entirety. It's been so fun to make a stock video. Once again, it's been quite a long time. And if you're here from the stock days, mention in the comment section. I remember when I used to do YouTube live sessions during the heat of the pandemic, had some people on there that were showing up on the regular, and I remember all your names. So if you're still watching this, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you all in the next video.